Earth 2020. Society is in ruins, and a virus runs rampant among the world's humble citizens. They are lost. In these dark times, three wayward nerds cross paths at the House of India and realize they are destined to be friends. And so they did. This is their story. The story of the Side Quest.
Get a beer. Crack that beer. Oh. Get this away. Welcome back to the Side Quiz Olmec podcast. My name's Matt.
I'm BJ.
I'm Luke. Yo, I had an epiphany today, and you know, as much as I do like my PS5, I was reminded how so much better the PS4 is from like a UI standpoint and like design. Because
I've been telling you, dog.
We booted the PS4 up, and then again, I said,
we've been telling him when BJ brought over
well, for Last of Us 2.
Actually,
Yeah.
but PS4 still fucking sucks. Oh, no.
No, PS4 is still a banger. I actually fuck with it way heavier after seeing it because it brought back some nostalgia. Also, that controller is way better. Like everything about the PS4.
That was my biggest point that you disagreed with was the controller.
Because I think I just forgot because I didn't use the PS4 controller because at least at the start of the generation you couldn't use PS4 controllers, at least on PS5 games. So I was like, I don't need one.
Yeah.
So I just hadn't held one since until today, when I was like, hey, I can log into my shit on your PS4 and you can play some games that I own, like Shadow of the Colossus, Fist of the North Star that you've been wanting to play. So I logged in my shit and like holding that controller, I was like, oh, this got some weight to it. I like that. And then the themes, where things are like on the PS4, I was like, damn, this shit was like actually just clean and efficient. And yeah, like actually, I'll be honest, I like just like, again, it was like 5 minutes. Then at 5 minutes, I'm like, yeah, PS4 was better even than Xbox One. I'll stand by that. I think the PS4 was the actual, since the 360, it's been the best console that's been put out. And then the Switch.
Yeah.
This shit was perfect.
Moving forward, BJ, let's talk about the most important thing that happened.
Moist indeed.
We, within the span of
A week.
6 hours of each other, we both beat
Hades 2.
Hades 2. I beat it before BJ, and
Which then made BJ go,
let
fuck, I
that
gotta
be
do it.
known.
But after looking at our trinkets, you know why.
Let that be known. I am a better gamer.
I don't know about that. Lest we forget Tears of the Kingdom night, where I was like, I'm finna fight Ganon. You were like, hold on, let me catch up.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but reverse.
Yeah, this time you just did it first. We were like, I beat, but you beat
hold
it.
on. When I said let me catch up, though, is I just realized that I
You never upgraded armor a single time.
a single time. I was like, you could do that. So the whole time I got up to Ganon with unupgraded armor, which does mean
He's the better gamer.
that I put in the work. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
I put in the work and the skill. It's really good.
It's incredible.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things that were really good about this game that did it better. But, like, parts of me... It's so interesting because to people who have listened to this podcast and maybe know me, and these guys definitely do, like, part of me doesn't like a sequel, you know? And the other part of me, when at least playing Hades, is just like, oh, we just... You know, like we're just leaving Zagreus behind.
Well, I think Supergiant felt the same way about sequels until this game because they've never made one until now.
They've made a point to say we don't want to make sequels until they're like, we actually have a really good idea for
But this
Hades 2.
sequel doesn't even include like the original characters. Like that's in a sense, you know what I'm
playable.
Yeah,
I guess.
for the main part of the game, you don't see any of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, like man, I grew fond of these people, and now I just gotta grow fond of these new people.
But that also makes you like connect with Malinois more.
Because that's also her story bit is
She's like, fuck, I never got to play Hades 1.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
damn,
But
I
it's-
like the
it's
audience
very-
didn't get to see this.
it's very good. And now, thankfully, I mean, it's been a while since I've beaten it, and it's so interesting for me as a gamer, which I guess we privately in our group chats talk about this, but like, I'm not a game, like I don't beat games, and I don't 100% games, and it's like not who I am, and it kind of sucks, but
Well,
it just is
I
like,
feel like you also are more like mindset of like the multiplayer side where it's like do matches, win constantly versus like here's the
feels
long 40 plus
yeah,
hour.
it feels easier
Yeah.
to be like to get a little bit more like, I guess if I'm really like going down the source, it's like I can get this quick dopamine rush instead of like
That's what I was
me
gonna say.
instead of the
like-
slow burn
yeah, and then me
Yeah.
just grinding, getting like frustrated, and me losing interest in
Mm.
something. Like the fact that I thought that I beat Metal Gear, and then I was like, oh yeah, this is the end credits, this is it, and then there's like, nope, you're back, and I was like, the fuck is this? Yeah, and it's like, anyways, but my next game to beat is or at least complete the story is
Yeah.
Expedition.
you were not gonna be the one to beat like 100% it. I think BJ probably will. I did what I wanted to do, which was the stuff
I'm
that
gonna
had
do a little
story.
bit more in Hades, but Hades is a really good mobile game for me. Like I haven't found a game that I have enjoyed more on the Steam Deck than this.
That's why I mean
Yeah.
that's why I was like, yo, I'm buying Hades on the Switch. Like when I got Hades 1. It was on other things too, but I was like, this seems like a cool Switch game, and then like
No,
that's where I played
it's
that.
like anytime I'm on a plane, I can just pass by the entire plane ride playing Hades 2. And
you can
is the
play-
OLED have different battery?
Yeah, I think
it
OLED
does.
has the
Okay,
stronger
'cause-
of the batteries. Yeah,
Even like I do plug it in, but like I still like I never lose battery on that thing. Even
Well,
though
well, and
again
you're-
the
you're-
majority of the time
you're also playing Hades 2, which is not a high like do that playing Cyberpunk or Witcher 3.
I will
Yeah, it's
say
just
gonna
though
drain that bitch.
I found myself doing a lot better at Hades on my PC when I could see like every projectile and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like slashing, dodging, slashing, dodging. You know, it's like I'm able to like, and I'm like feel real technical with it, at least like when I have my monitor.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hades has been like such a good. He just hit you.
It's like, I didn't tell you to stop,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, it's such a good portable game. So that is like one of the games that has made like the Steam Deck feel like a really good purchase. There has been one game.
Neon White's been good on that thing too. I bought it. And
What?
I bought Neon White and played like the first, two mission. Like, I went through like multiple stages. Whatever's like I've met 3 of the other characters so far.
That's like 3 chapters.
so yeah, 3
and
chapters
it's
in.
what like a
6 chapter game maybe.
No,
No, it's like
there's
15.
11.
Oh, is it? Oh,
or
yeah.
something like
I think
that.
it's like 15.
It might be. I don't know.
I played for like roughly 2 hours. I
Yeah,
was like,
it's
yeah.
the meeting the 3 like each time you meet a new person
Is
is
another
like
chapter,
is
yeah.
a chapter.
Because I met the first guy who's like, "Yo, dude,"
Because
and
it's like a
the
set
pink,
of
the
levels,
pink girl
right?
who's like flirting. Yeah,
It's like a set. Yeah, so that's like a chapter.
yeah. That's another really good portable game of just because you can. Like,
I would
pick
like
up, put
that. I
down.
would not like it because of how much like.
You just lock in so hard. and
Well,
it pisses
because of
you
how
off after
much
a
there
while.
is to like look at, and me like trying to find like routes and stuff. I
Yeah,
want
the
a bigger.
shortcuts and everything.
I want a bigger screen. When BJ was finally told me, he was like, "Yeah, so there's like shortcuts in every level, and that's how you get S rank." And I was like, "Oh fuck."
time to go back.
Yeah, let me lock in.
I do like though that game of like because it is that you were right when you were telling me I was like I just want like that DMC just score based run through.
Well, when
a
I
bit.
played
And
it
he
with
was like,
BJ,
he was like, yeah,
I got A rank on everything. That
Mhm.
was my goal, to get A rank. Second playthrough, I had to get S rank
Yeah.
on everything, and I did.
It's such a good game.
It's such a good. When are we getting 2?
Yeah, we it doesn't need to be a direct sequel. We need that gameplay style.
just that
back.
style again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cards, speedrunner, like 100%. But a game that's been on my mind a lot, that I really want to finish, but it's just one of those games that what's hard is it really drains me quick. and I wish it didn't, is Disco Elysium.
Yeah.
I've loved the story. It inspires me so much with my Call of Cthulhu brain and campaign. But the problem is, though, is I get stuck so many times where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do next. I thought I've looked at everything. I thought I talked to everyone. And then they go, because they don't tell you, like, nope, you didn't talk to this little girl. And it's like, ugh.
Yeah, that's the big problem with Disco. And I think that studio is gone now, right?
The studio's around, but everybody who made Disco got fired because they were like, either there was some AI pushback or some pay discrepancies, but they were like, look, we want to get like we don't get any money out of this game. You took it all, and they're like, cool, then you're all fired. And so all the people who made Disco left and made.
So
look forward to independent studio of Disco Elysium people making a new game that's exactly like Disco.
Because the current studio is making another game that looks cool, but it is kind of like, you didn't make Disco though, so I don't know yet.
Yeah.
So I'd like to finish it just because I feel like it gives me. I don't know. I like the vibes. I like it does feel so Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, it does.
In so many ways, especially like dealing with sanity and like inner thoughts and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it genuinely feels like one person is playing like a solo run of Call of Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
I still love just the game, like when you roll the dice and it fucks up, and even the narrator's going, "Shit, dog, you got to choose one of these options.
What we
I'm not
really
letting you
need
get out."
is the Baldur's Gate of Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah,
So there is an official Call of Cthulhu game.
but it's
Yeah,
a first person.
It's like a first person like shooter kind of thing, right?
Well,
No,
not shooter. It's
that's
the
not
first
shooter.
person like interactive game. Like
Yeah.
it's more like a Prey or like a less violent version of Dishonored. But it is more about like that style of picking up things, interacting
more like
with things.
You know what's fucked up is I own it and I know the least about it of the three of us.
I have it on
it's
Steam.
it's
I think.
more like what's that game? I know this is going to be a weird pull, but people will get it. It's that horror game that PewDiePie used to play.
Amnesia.
It's like Amnesia.
Yeah, because you don't get like weapons necessarily. Like you get it occasionally, as far as I know, but it is more so about like figure out how to get around this or like do this, and then you still have a sanity meter,
and then you
have all your
encounter
other
things, and your sanity's going crazy,
Yeah.
and then you got to like move to a different side of the room.
There are still
and,
skill
like,
checks that you still have to hit too.
Yeah.
So it is doing a lot of the TTRPG, but not as good as Baldur's Gate did D&D
Yes.
5e.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing between the two, and we don't have to get too far into this, but like the big difference between like D&D and Call of Cthulhu, as far as I'm concerned, is like everything in D&D that you want to do like falls into a skill check category. Call of Cthulhu is like you have to
have a general you have to know,
or you have to create a reason. You have to come up with like
You
the
can't just
category
go-
that it falls into.
Yeah, you can't just go
Like
I want to use a persuasion check. It's like, okay, cool. What do you mean by that? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you have to do.
yeah, because like let's say in D&D, if I were to try to conflate the two scenarios, like let's say there was like a machine in D&D that would like that you're trying to get to work, you know, and it would probably be like a dexterity check or something. Like you'd have a check. In Call of Cthulhu, you could be like, I have like an oddly amount of skill points in like forklift operator. Like, can I use this skill and be like with my experience? Like, and then the answer would be like, yes, that would be a perfect thing. But like, it doesn't.
Cyberpunk has some weird shit.
It
like
doesn't
that too.
immediately fall into a category.
You don't
of
just have like the 5 categories.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, because you're using your fingers to like try to fix machinery, it's dexterity. It's like, no. Why would you like no? If you have any sort of mechanical thing there, or you could, you know, fuck it. If you have like knowledge, just be like, maybe I read a book on this. It's like, okay, you can use a lot more categories, but the player has to be the one.
You have to be able to describe why you'd be able to use that.
Yes, yes. So it's way more broad in that when D&D, it's like every single thing comes with this associated skill check.
Yeah.
There's a
Or falls into one of the categories.
Part of the fun part with Daggerheart, because I've been playing that, by the way. Because it has the D&D, here's your like 5 attributes, but then because it's all made by Critical Role, so it's all narrative based. when you have to make experiences that your character has that's based on your backstory and whatever else. So, if, like, case in point, if you go, yeah, I was like a forklift operator working at this thing, you could make that an experience that then goes, oh yeah, like I want to run heavy machinery. It's like cool. So you're gonna use that like dexterity or whatever that is for that, but then you add the experience you had to that because you're good at that shit.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I like that better because yeah, it could be like, because you could have Joe Schmo go, I want to run the forklift. I'm like, cool, you can try it, sure. But then other guys like, I actually know history with that. It's like,
Yeah.
awesome, do it.
The other thing I like about Call of Cthulhu is that there are different levels of difficulty. It's not just like well, there is, I guess, a Nat 1, which is a critical success, which is
You want to roll low.
5 times more difficult to roll than a Nat 20. But the idea is like you can make things that are just like a normal success. You need a hard success or a critical success. There's like different levels of like, yeah.
Like it's not 100% up to just DM discretion of, I don't know, beat a 20 or beat a whatever. It's like, no, if you can get past this, or if you roll in between
or
these two,
it's one of those things where the DM could be like, no, this is extremely difficult.
like roll your highest shit or your lowest shit.
Yeah, like no,
Yeah.
like you might not, you
might
not
die.
Yeah. So it's anyways.
Also love that none of the people in Call of Cthulhu, at least the way we've played it, are like superhumans. Like with D&D, it's like, my
I
elf
love
ranger,
that part.
my elf ranger
I
can jump off a
absolutely
building
love that
and
part.
live. Whereas like, hey, I want to like climb
Which
up
is
this
why
thing.
I think our group, why RPing is more important. It's like, oh, let's like if we can. I'm not gonna make you like, not usually, but like if I'm as the keeper going to like have a conversation with somebody who's kind of maybe you're like an enemy or maybe has animosity towards the group, you know, like we'll RP a conversation, and like through that I'll like determine like, oh well, those are actually pretty good points. Like I'm not immediately gonna be like in D&D where it's like this guy is automatically
You said
setting
the exact right thing, but you rolled low, so you're fucked.
yes, or it's like yeah exactly. It's like because I'm not gonna just make you for everything roll a persuasion or a fast talking
Because that
thing.
makes it less realistic.
Yeah, it's like, no, like you made a really good point. It's like only then it's like, okay, this is the big bad guy and you have to convince him to not kill you.
Speaking of conversations in tabletop games, I don't know if we even talked about this on the podcast, but when we were at the cabin and I was like disguised as one of the evil guys and we had that total nonverbal exchange
yeah, where it's like,
where like I was just like nodding my head and making facial expressions to like express what I was.
and then there was me going like,
that.
we pointed to the vial. It's like, oh yeah, and then just walked away.
Yeah.
It's
so fun.
I think
That's so
it just
funny.
depends on how you want to play it, because obviously the way we're playing Call of Cthulhu is more RP heavy. The way we ran Cyberpunk was like,
I mean,
like
Call
a
of
really good mix
Cthulhu is a
both.
more RP
Well,
heavy kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, because again, it's like you can't just use like change into a fucking owlbear to solve your problem.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, where are you going? Are you half on, half off?
That was some of my favorite parts of
Transformer.
Cyberpunk was like the mix of both, because there were times where it's like fight your way out of this, because that's the Cyberpunk way.
Yeah.
But then also it is like the, oh yeah, you got to talk your way out of this one, and there was a good mix of both. Whereas I feel like D&D kind of just turns into skill check, which granted we're rolling a lot of dice, and sometimes those skill checks are like tooth and nail.
I
But
think
like,
a lot of it just comes down to like house rules
Give me a
and your DM.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, like the other thing with, I guess it could be true with every tabletop, but no, you're right. Because like some, there's some campaigns that are just like so all about, even if you're like has good RPing,
It's still all about the fights.
it's all about it's all about the dice and these like combat mechanics. It's like, oh well, because on this turn, on my first one, I can get this bonus and then this bonus and then this bonus and then let me has this. So in total, I'm going to do 3 attacks plus this and plus sneak attack times 2 and natural 20, which doubles everything. It's like, okay,
Dude, that's my favorite part of running Daggerheart.
Okay.
That's not a thing. Like, you have a resource to use abilities, so it's like, oh, I'm gonna spend this hope point to use this, and it's like, then I do that. I'm like, all right, cool, that's your turn. You don't get to then double dip and add this thing or whatever, because it's like, well, cool. Now you have to
because
you have to
I
mark stresses
took
and
one tier of Ranger. I get to do this,
Yeah.
and then I took one tier
of fighter, so I get
so
Fury of Blows or
three,
Monk.
3 tiers of fighter, so I get
do
action
9
surge.
attacks on 1 attack.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna just fucking beat the shit out of Strahd with my fists.
And I do know, like, at least if like, I do know that there are campaigns like that with people who are like
And they fucking love it. Like, for some people, that's just the way they like playing that game, which I guess is.
But then play Baldur's Gate. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
because Baldur's Gate is all coded. Those mechanics are all coded in. Done.
But I mean, that's, I guess, if
You don't have to fight a DM about doing 2 million damage on your first turn.
But that's
and,
what I'm saying is there are
and one hitting the boss. Like
there
that
are
is not
DMs who like doing
that is not
though.
an issue in Baldur's Gate. You can do that as many times as you want.
But I'm saying, like, there are DMs who fuck with running that because they like fighting their players with even more weird fucking mechanics that like can ruin their day. Where it's like it's literally just a versus match between the DM and a party. And I've seen some shit that's like, that sounds really fun. I don't want to do it personally. Don't want to do it. But like, hey, you do you.
Speaking of tabletop fighting, I think it would be really easy for us to get a Tacticus sponsorship.
Probably. I hear him all the time nightly on my Luton videos.
I'll shill so fucking hard.
Do you know, speaking of Tacticus, this is not an ad. It could be.
Could be
Yeah, it could be.
Warhammer.
But
Money on the table.
But this is not a positive thing that I'm going to say.
No.
With my new phone, I had to start over my Tacticus. Like, I couldn't figure out the sign in.
Oh, for real? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
so I had to start over, and I'm pissed.
That sucks, dude.
And I've gotten to the point where, like, I loaded back up, and it's like my same phone with my same, because on iPhones it has like a game
Center.
profile.
Yeah.
So
Google has that too.
it's like my essentially a gamer tag, a gamer ID, a gamer profile for all iPhone games, and it's logged into that, and it just started me back in the tutorial, and I was like, "The fuck is this?"
I think
You probably
so.
just have to log in with your Snowprint ID.
I don't think I made one. I just thought it would carry over.
Oh, did you
We'll
just
go on your old phone?
I
make one
don't have
on
my
there?
old phone.
Oh.
I turned it in for $800.
Yeah, dude,
Damn.
trading in phones for new phones is crazy. Like,
I did not think it
insanely
was going to
amount.
be that much.
No,
And then-
I didn't pay for a
here,
cent.
time to little story time. So we all got new phones this Christmas, which was like a big deal because I was like, Carmen's front facing cameras and flashlight did not work, and we were like, yeah, we need new phones. It's been 3 years since I got a new phone, and so we did the whole thing, and they were like, yeah, and I said, can I just pay for my phone outright? And they're like, you can, but it'll be the full price of this, and you'll only get like $100, or it was like $80 for your old phone. And I was like, the fuck? And they're like, if you trade in your old phone and go on our payment plan, where you pay it off your new phone off each month, you'll get $800. And I was like, so my new phone would only cost like $370 over 3 years? And they're like, yes. And I was like, Mom, I'll just Venmo you. Like, I'll just
Venmo you the money right now.
Yeah,
and
like,
then not have to worry about
and not have to, like, I was like, it's fucked. It is fucked. Because I was like, I don't want to owe my mom anything. Because we're on the family plan. That's the whole thing. Is like, we're on a family plan. It makes her internet and all our phones cheaper, like for monthly usage. So we've kept that. And but yeah, and then when they did all that, Carmen's phone didn't cost a single penny. She just got a new phone and it didn't cost anything.
I only paid the tax for this when I traded in, and this is a 16 Pro when that came out.
Yeah,
and I just paid the tax.
Yeah, no. I immediately just sent my mom like $370 at AT&T. But the whole thing is they were like, it took forever to like transfer all the data to like all that, and I was like, all right, can we turn in? They're like, yeah, you can turn in any time. And so we brought all the new phones home, and then we did all the data transfers.
What was your data transfer? Do you just not have like it backed up on iCloud?
It is.
Okay.
But it took like an hour or so, and I wasn't gonna wait. Or no, it took like an hour and a half, and I wasn't about to wait in the AT&T store for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
I think I did it where it was like it transferred data, but then I would download all my apps and stuff over time. So mine lasted maybe like 15 minutes.
I just did that, and it was
Yeah.
it was on like the day before I left. I just went at like 9 a.m. before anyone got there, and I was like, "Here are our phones," because well, here's the other thing, is they made us like you have to reset your phone to like and with iPhones they make you enter in your like
iTunes password and
all
stuff.
your password so that to like verify like
it is for sure you.
This is you.
Yeah.
You're not just somebody who stole the phone trying to reset it. And my mom forgot her password, and my sister didn't know her password. So I was like, "All right, I gotta work on this." We got it all figured out. Yeah.
How do you like the new phone? I have it.
I really like it. I'll
Is
tell
it a
you something
17
I
though?
kind of realized today.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this new. So like Siri is different, and it's now like Siri / Apple Intelligence, which is like they're now using AI.
Yeah, that's what I think that's what mine is too.
So it's again, my phone's fast. I have now like really good cameras, which is like a big thing that I wanted was like better cameras. And now I have like 3 lenses. I know that doesn't matter, but to me it does, especially if we're like
That'll help with MTech.
that's what exactly like part of like what I was thinking.
Both me and Matt gonna be doing that 120 frames.
And so, and I mean, as I don't know if we told the story, but from the lake house, like with that whole shit with my phone just dying, it's like,
Yeah.
even though I was off my phone, but like I couldn't even play like music for Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
and so, I really like it, but this new thing that I've realized today is like, so I'm driving to work and I'm looking at my phone. I know I shouldn't.
But your car has like auto.
Yeah,
shit.
it's very safe. So I'm like driving in a thing that's like where I'm getting over into like where like the freeway splits off into like it goes like north, south, east or west kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. And then my CarPlay goes like turn right, and it does like it now like has weird enunciations. I'll like if we ride together, you'll hear whenever it like when it reads text, it now has like it does inflections instead of just like
You did the thing. It's like
it goes.
You really you did that thing.
Babe says, "I love you so much. I miss you." It goes like, "I love you so much, and I miss you." It has inflection now, but now when
now
I get
I want to
direct,
try sending you pictures again because there was that one time where like it describes the pictures. It's like BJ sent you a picture of a woman in a bikini.
yeah, but it now has inflection on like directions, and so it literally went turn right, and I was like, "What?
down.
Calm down. Like I know." You told me
like
100
500
feet
meters,
ago,
yeah.
prepare to turn right, and now, yeah, it was so jarring where it like scared me. Like, even though I'm on the freeway in the right 2 lanes to go to the north, it's like 440 north or whatever, and then there's 440, yeah, and I'm in the 2 lanes that go north, and it goes like turn right, and I was like,
It's like turn right now, and you're like, fuck.
calm down, like what the heck? So they've added weird inflections, and I don't know how I feel about it.
I feel like that's been the case with like any like AI voice now. Like obviously Siri was the blueprint of just like, hello, my name is Siri. But now it's like even
it's
like
all
ChatGPT, Grok, all of them will be like, yo, dude, like this is a great question. You should do like this, and it's some voice that you can program it. But like
The Spotify one makes white women say the N word. It's really funny.
Spotify,
really?
what?
Yeah, have you not seen?
Oh
that
no!
video?
the DJ thing?
Yeah, where it was a Spotify Wrapped, and then they were like, but it was like the Wrapped DJ where it was like, here's one
now
of your
playing inwards in Paris.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Just
very funny. And they're
now
like,
I kind of want to. Now I
what?
kind of want to make it go. Like, yeah, this white woman just like saying the
because
most heinous shit.
it wasn't this year's, but it was last year's where they would have like it was called like your Wrapped podcast.
Oh yeah.
So it sounded like 2 people like doing a podcast about your Wrapped.
This album they listen to is
and
kind of
goes-
heat.
Yeah, and it goes like, oh my gosh, you're like in the top like 30% of listeners with over
with the
30,000
sauce.
leaders. Oh, and that's crazy. Shout out to like this new upcoming thing, like person. They were your top listener. So interesting. He's so. Anyways, they did like it was a fucking AI made podcast for Your Wrapped. It was very interesting. And then they stopped. They didn't do it this year.
I wonder why.
So they have both of the AI sound like they're black people this year.
Just to
make sure.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Thank you for listening.
We're down to 30 minutes.
Nah.
Short episode.
So, kind of going back a little bit to Hades, but this morning I woke up to a text from BJ that said,
Prometheus is just Ben Starr.
Is Ben Starr. And then
I said, I can't believe Prometheus was Ben Starr this whole time.
And the funniest thing is last night when I was like sending them pictures of like, I sent one of like the end credits.
Yeah.
And then a couple of things that were just like end game, like you finished, just to be like, yo, look, I did it. And one of the pictures that I didn't send though was Prometheus Ben Starr, and I didn't send it. And I showed BJ, and I was like, I had the same reaction from that as well. And I was like, well, clearly he's beaten the game.
Yeah.
I am so...
Did Ben Starr do... He was the main character in Final
Clive.
Fantasy
16. He's Verso in Expedition.
Is he anything in Baldur's Gate?
Maybe a side character, but no,
Okay.
he's not one of the main.
What's like his biggest role?
16.
Really?
That was like... I mean,
That was
that's
a
what put him
powder
on the
keg
map.
that got him all these other jobs.
Okay.
He's one of the main characters now in Warframe. One of like the...
Yuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, Warframe
He was
Imagine wanting to play Destiny but having even less money than a Destiny player.
That's right. By this time, Anthem shut
Rip
down.
Anthem.
Oh, R.I.P. Anthem.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did it take this long?
Dude, you know what's also kind of shitty is I've seen like videos of people putting out being like, Anthem's kind of lit.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck right off. Out of every retroactive, like, it's not that bad. I'm not letting Anthem slide.
They're like, yeah, like the jetpack stuff is like super sick and like the movement's actually really good.
That was the problem with it. Is like moving around was great, and then you just have to drop to the ground and do like fucking ass third-person shooter.
Yeah.
It should have just been all Iron Man stuff.
There's got to be like a standalone Iron Man game.
There's a standalone Iron Man VR game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just throwing the fuck up everywhere because of the motion sickness. There's that, and then there's the Iron Man
the movie.
Xbox 360 and PS3 game for the movie.
Which
Really?
they got all the actors to voice the characters because it was part of those like old movie contracts where like, oh, you have to be a part of video games.
Yeah,
and
you have
everything
to do every other IP that.
Yeah,
like,
anything that has these characters in it, you're a part of, which means like any like TV show or
It's
whatever.
so
yeah.
funny
But that gave us Tobey
that we
Maguire
now-
on GameCube.
That
that
did.
we now have like
Like the Batman Arkham games and Spider-Man PS4.
that we now
instead.
have dedicated superhero voices.
Yeah.
Like there are people now that just do the voice of.
I mean, Travis Willingham has been Thor for years now.
I mean,
Anything he's been in.
that started with fucking Mark Hamill and
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy as Batman and Joker. 'Cause, like, after you heard that, you were like, "That's it.
Yeah.
I love
Don't give
to
me anything else."
even before Kevin Conroy passed away, DC would hit up Mark Hamill and go, "Hey, we got a Joker role," and he's like, "Is Kevin doing it?" And they're like, "No, but we got." He's like, "I don't want it," and he just wouldn't do it. He's like, "No, it's Kevin's Batman and my Joker."
Well, I'm just saying, like, there's so many, like, but it's really interesting that if you look at like some, like, of the big, like, A-list voice actors, like all of them have like,
a superhero.
yeah,
of
where
some
they
sort,
were
yeah.
for some series X superhero.
I mean, currently Yuri Lowenthal is Spider-Man in any other thing. Like he was in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 as well as the Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
And then a couple animated shorts. They just pulled him in because he's like, "Yeah, you do a great Spider-Man. Fuck it."
You know what started that, weirdly, is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 PS Vita game.
The Vita one specifically?
Well, the only one that I played is the
Well,
Vita.
yeah.
But in that game, that's the first Yuri Lowenthal Spider-Man, I
Really?
think.
Because I know I played the Vita the regular Amazing Spider-Man 2, which was just a Batman Arkham knockoff.
Yeah.
like aggressively. Like they're like, here's your predator levels. We're gonna call them stealth webbing or whatever the fuck some Spider-Man version. And that's how you got all the suits.
Did either of you play the game Prey?
The new one or the old one? The newer sci-fi one set on the moon, or the one with the Native Americans and the aliens?
Oh, maybe I'm not talking about the same Prey.
Is it the Bethesda one?
It's the one. No, it's not Prey. Evolve. That's what I'm talking
Oh
about.
no,
Evolve?
I didn't. That was like kind of the Dead by Daylight esque. Like someone
It
plays the
really
villain.
was
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight.
They were too early to the thing because I think if Evolve came out more recently, it probably would have been way
it would
better.
have blown the fuck up.
Because now people there are people still, because the servers are still up,
Good.
and people are still like look at this fucking run that I had, like incredible run as this person, like people are like, there are diehards
Yep.
in the Evolve.
There's apparently,
community.
I mean, even with Anthem, there's already people working on dedicated fan servers now.
Yeah, but we don't know if
EA's
they'll be
gonna nuke them bitches left
I don't
and
think
right.
I don't think they're gonna
Dedicated
nuke them.
WAM
I just don't
servers.
think they're gonna get them up in time.
I mean, as long as they could have gotten the codes and the source codes and stuff, they're probably fine.
That's the whole thing. That
Yeah.
people are like actively trying, and by now I don't know if they're up or not.
I mean, there were people who were getting Concord is out a week, and there were Concord fan servers out.
really?
So, which granted, Sony shut them down immediately. They're like, no, don't do that. So,
That I don't get. Like, if people want to play your game,
Let
you're
'em.
gonna stop.
If people
them?
want to play your shitty dog shit
Yeah.
ass game that shut down after a week.
I'm
'Cause
more,
that's the thing-
I'm more talking about Anthem, but
I mean, even still, like, even with like Anthem,
Anthem
which
was dog shit too.
Anthem was
though.
dog shit as
I
well.
mean,
But
was it really dog shit, or was it just mostly suffered from the backlash or from the trailer?
I played that motherfucker.
Okay, I didn't know.
Anthem,
I didn't know. I haven't touched
if it wasn't a Destiny like, because all of the combat from Anthem was just pulled from Mass Effect Andromeda, which dog shit story, but from an action RPG perspective is a really good game. But then you try to take that and make it into a fucking looter shooter, it doesn't really work. Because now you're like, okay, well here's this thing you have to keep doing, and instead of having this like storyline next to it where you make choices and do all these other dialogue shit, it's all right, go back to the hub, pick a new mission, restart, fight the same 3 enemies over and over again, and then fly to the next objective. And it just kind of, the loop was not there. They didn't have enough content.
And it's fucked up when flying to the next objective is
Is the
most
best part.
fun part of the whole game.
Like they apparently had. Remember, this was years ago when like Stadia was also dying. But like, remember when they had the Anthem Next update that then got canceled, and that's when EA was like, "We're done with Anthem. It's gonna be gone."
I know this is also another tangent. What's the most recent Respawn game?
Survivor, Jedi Survivor,
Damn.
and then the next one will be Jedi 3.
Dude, when are we gonna get a
'Cause
Titanfall 3?
Apex-
Never, because
'cause
they
they're- 'cause-
consider Apex.
Apex is the
That's your Titanfall fix.
the FPS team in Respawn has just been Apex, and then they have a smaller team.
I
working on
won't
Jedi
do
games.
it, but if somebody bombed,
Okay, get Jedi 3 out first, and then you can bomb them. I don't care.
no.
I want
So
Jedi
they
3.
can say we really are the Jedi 3.
Yeah.
9 fucking times a minute for
I
70
I am
hours.
the Jedi.
the
something.
last resort.
Yeah.
I am the Jedi's last resort.
Jeez, man.
No, I still fuck heavy with that game. That game is so fucking good.
Yeah, I couldn't continue.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, you also had to you were like, it was either I'm gonna play Jedi Survivor or fucking Tears of the Kingdom, which is a very valid move on.
Really? Is that
That-
what
that-
was going
the-
on that time?
Jedi
of
Survivor
year?
came out, and
We
then a
started
month
Jedi
later,
Survivor, and then I
Tears
feel like
dropped
a
the
little-
next month.
Yeah, and then we were all like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Yeah.
I was the only one of all three
I
of us who went
grinded
back
real
to
hard
finish
in
it.
Tears. Really hard.
Yep.
I was the only one of us who went back to finish Jedi, and then I also went back to finish Tears because both of them I jumped off of.
Yeah, it was that one thing where that was that whole joke of like he still hasn't finished.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did that for like a year and a half.
even
That's
after
right.
I finished it.
Yeah. And he still hasn't finished it.
Nope, still not. Hey, none of us are Tears of the Kingdom mega fans compared to fucking Jesse. My brother has almost 500 hours into Tears of the Kingdom.
Doing what?
He did every mission The entire compendium has been uploaded, means he took a picture of every item, every enemy, every boss, every mission's done. He's built up the best house in the thing. He's literally the only thing that the game has left for him to do is just to refight Ganon because they let you refight it. He's done everything else.
This is gonna sound outrageous, but I still don't think that would take 500 hours.
No, I did that shit in Breath of the Wild. It took me like 140.
Okay.
Well, he also did everything like. Did you do every compendium thing too?
I got really close.
Yeah.
I think I was only missing like 8 by the time it was done.
Because he did every shrine, every Korok seed, every literally anything the game had in tiers, he did.
I do know that there were more Koroks, but like
there's more Korok. He also did
with
every
walkthroughs and
Koroks
stuff
take
like that.
2 seconds.
Yeah, with walkthroughs, it's like, oh, here's the path you take to get all 300, 500.
that
Koroks.
was the thing is he didn't do guides unless he had to, like unless he just couldn't figure it out. He then would do a guide. So it was all like, I'll just find it.
So just 90% of the 500 hours is him just wandering.
walking through a field.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he did everything because it was like in stuff. Some of the stuff didn't count towards like 100% completion according to the game, but he did it where it's like every like underground shrine thing to light up the underground. He did every like temple / puzzle / whatever under there. Like he did everything to the point where like by the time he was at the end when he was using the guide, he was like, oh, I literally have like 3 things left to do and I'm done. But he also was working full time on top of that. So
Yeah, but it's still 500 hours.
Yeah.
It's not like he was working
It was
full time while the
500,
game
yeah.
was running.
It was like, yeah, I think his final clock was like 436 hours, I think.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then I bought him on PS5, and now he's playing so many other games. He's 100% at both Hollow Knight and Silksong,
I'm going to pee.
and he's working his way. It's either through Red Dead or through Ghost. I don't know which one yet. But yeah, I wonder what we're gonna get for the next 3D Zelda game, though.
I truly don't know. I think because like everyone is sick of Hyrule at this point.
Or at the very least, I'm sick of like this version of Hyrule.
Yeah, they either have to do like new Link type shit or make him go somewhere else.
Do you think? Because like, if they do another sequel that's like still the Wild era, but they do completely new map.
We talked about this.
Do you think they
Pretty
go
recently.
with Zelda still with him, or is she at Hyrule keeping things safe?
I think it seems like they want to do a Zelda standalone.
I hope that fucking Hyrule Warriors is not what they mean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was that whole thing from Aonuma where he's like, we're looking at the new Hyrule Warriors and trying to learn a lot from it. But, like, I don't know what that means because it's fucking Nintendo speak.
And is it...
And that could mean, like, oh,
more cutscenes?
You
or
press
like,
this button to do this.
Yeah.
Or it could mean, like, the whole structure of this game is incredible and we need to spend more time with the characters. Which I know is not going to be it because Nintendo doesn't give a fuck about the story in their games.
I feel like, though, there is a little bit of pushback to that internally. Like, clearly the higher-ups are still in the same vibe.
Koizumi has always, like, championed that.
Because I know the Zelda team has been pushing for more story in their games for years. Because it really feels like Wind Waker was kind of the start, then Twilight Princess was like heavy story, then Skyward was like all story. Bad story, but all story. And then with Breath of the Wild, it's like, we're going to do story, but it's optional.
Yeah.
But it was there, and now it's like...
I've said this before, and I'll say it again, and this is going to piss a lot of people off, but I can't wait for Miyamoto to die.
Who?
Miyamoto from Nintendo.
It
Because
is
every time they want to be like, all right, we're putting a fucking story in a video game, Miyamoto's like, no, it's not fun.
Wait, who is Miyamoto?
Miyamoto's the creator of Mario. The guy who shows up in every Nintendo Direct to go like, well, no, it's the really older one who's always like, anytime they do big
He only
Mario
shows
news,
up for the Mario movie now.
Yeah, now it's for the Mario movie stuff where he's like,
Which is crazy because movies are just contained stories, you cunt.
I'm excited for Super Mario Galaxy though.
Me too.
That seems like it's gonna be fun.
With
Brie
fucking...
Larson.
No, not Brie Larson.
Who?
Have you so
Anya Taylor-Joy
yeah.
coming back.
Well, I mean,
Brie Larson is going to be good too, but
Anya Taylor-Joy's Peach is actually.
have you heard about
fire.
the gay thing?
elaborate.
So in Super Mario,
Oh, so long. You're Mr. Gay. No,
Yes.
I'm not.
yeah,
And yeah, Super Mario Galaxy, the lights
Thank you.
twinkle on the letters U and the R or it's like the Mr. Gay. Like it literally twinkles in that order, where the words "gay" is pointed out, and then I think Super Mario Galaxy 2 goes, "No, are you?" or some shit, where it's like they answer each other.
And then for the second Super Mario movie, the twinkle is, I am
Mr. Gay or some shit.
I am gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has to be the movie had to be intentional. Someone did that to be like, ha, they get the joke.
It's like that shit with the
penises
Pokemon
and
Origins thing where they put the white
what
hand
did you
on his
say?
shoulder.
The penises for Little Mermaid on the castle in the background.
Or where it says like Sex in the Stars in The Lion King.
Yeah. I love seeing shit like that where it's clear someone just be like, like just drawing some shit, and then it's like, I wonder if anybody got fired for that with Little Mermaid.
I don't know.
Or if it was just like, hey,
I feel like I
quit
didn't
doing
start
that.
seeing those posts until like 2010.
Well, because there was a revision, like, at some point.
Yeah.
Because Disney found it because somebody was like, yo.
But Disney also like took out changed like
The dryer and Lilo and Stitch.
and the fact that the plane did not fly through the mountains, but instead the original flew through the city because 9/11 happened.
They're like
a month before release.
On the cover of the original Spider-Man VHS that I think we
Empire,
have,
yeah, Empire
There's the
State
Twin
Building.
Towers.
it's him in front of the Twin Towers.
Yeah. Dude, that's gonna be
That had
some.
to be digitally removed from that movie.
That's gonna be something so fun to like go through is all the VHSs we found, because I'm really interested to see like just what like
Yeah.
just that nostalgic feel too of just watching a VHS on a CRT.
You're gonna have to get more of those. Was it Walmart cabinets?
Yeah.
I saw. And I might. We'll have to figure it out. But I saw a really cool 3D print, and all it did is it's tiered. It's tiered for cabinets, so it either works for like manga or Switch games, where you can have 2 levels instead of just one. So it doubles your space on a shelf by giving you a back and a front tier. Like you have to remove the one in the front
to get to the back, but still, you can see everything.
But you can still see everything.
I would want that for the manga because the
manga one looks really it looks really good.
Because the only
manga covers up maybe like 2 inches of the bottom of the one in the back,
so you can still see the number and like a little bit of the picture if they have it. Yeah.
I mean, if you can get your finger in there, you just slide it out anyway.
Yeah. That's the only manga that I don't have that I want to display is Bleach, just because it's all still in the boxes.
I saw something, and now we're just riffing, but I saw a picture, and I don't know if it's real, but it's like a picture from the Epstein files where Jeffrey Epstein's at his desk, and in the background it's like all the deluxe editions of Berserk.
Oh no!
And I was like, this can't be real. But I also was like, maybe it is. It's like 15 volumes, and I was like, those might have been out.
Was it deluxe editions or was it?
Oh yeah.
So I don't think there were 15 out, depending on when that was taken. Because I think.
Oh yeah, all of that's done in like the 90s.
Because like I think the deluxes started happening like mid 2010s. That's when they started doing the deluxes.
Did you hear about the Berserk project getting shut down?
Which one? The fan animation or the? Yeah.
The fan animation. Somebody actually was like, "We're gonna."
They were fan animating. Was it the Black Swordsman arc?
I remember seeing the trailer for that or whatever.
Yeah, and then the Berserk people shut them down with copyrights, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, we suck." Speaking of,
that would be fine if you would release the fucking manga, you stupid cunts.
Speaking of fan animations, last week, I can't believe I forgot about this until we were talking about this topic in Discord. But that fan animation of
like one of the most recent
cosmic Garo arc from One Punch. Did you watch that with us?
He was asleep.
We should watch that tonight. There's a fan animation, and it's not just fan. It's like multiple people and like like small fan studios. Like it's it
was a project of a bunch of people, but it was all like in their free time. They did it really,
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
but there are
the
like people like
where they got
like
Chris
they
Chan.
tag a studio in there, which I'm just assuming is just like a small
collective probably
team that does like animations for video games, video games or something like that. But it is
sick,
incredible.
What makes it funnier is all the comments were like,
oh my gosh,
Putting
Luke and I
we're-
scrolled through this comments on the TV, and we were like, they're roasting
the current studio of One Punch Man.
That's the first thing we're gonna put on.
Yeah,
after
dude.
this podcast.
I think my favorite was literally like just someone be like, "Damn, putting all these motherfuckers out of work."
It was really sad
free.
because somebody was talking about One Punch. Oh, it was Casey, which I didn't realize Casey's actually quite a big manga consumer, and he's like, I'm not caught up. And I was like, you need to watch, because we were talking. I was like, Casey, you need to watch this. And he's like, I'm not caught up. And I was like, oh, okay. And so then I just rewatched it by myself, and I was like, I guess I'll just watch it by myself. Have you watched the newest episode of JJK?
Fuck no, because fuck Crunchyroll and their dog shit AI subtitles.
Oh.
That I'm not dealing with that shit. If I'm gonna watch it, I'm just gonna find a fan sub somewhere else. But fuck
So you're waiting for a
Crunchyroll.
dub?
You would think that
Oh.
a company that is just there to dub anime would have people that just do subtitles.
They do, but they underpaid all of them, and then they finally were like, we don't need to pay him. AI. To where Yuji looked at some fuck face that he never met and called him mother, and then said some fuck ass line after that, and I was like,
Well, that's how
what
you
the
get.
fuck is going on? And then I went to My Hero to watch some of the like other things. I'm like, it
That's
can't.
a
it can't-
Wookiee.
That's
There's
exactly.
that shit. There's like that shit, dude. One of the My Hero things, Deku looked at Bakugo and straight up called him like the
N-word.
wrong fucking name, like just the wrong name, and I'm like, this is awful. Like anybody who goes to this, like you're gonna fuck up anybody who watches sub for you, which is always the ones that come out first. And so then if you're like me who just watches dub for most of my shit, I'm like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah.
But like I gotta wait like 3 more weeks ahead of time. But,
You know, it's so interesting because like I grew up being a sub only guy.
well, to be
Well, that
grow-
was back when dubs were all dog shit.
yeah, they weren't the best. You had like occasional
True, but,
some
like,
good ones,
But
like
the one I'm gonna bring up, you love the dub of Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Brotherhood. Well, Brotherhood started in 2012.
That's the.
But
That's
I'm
like
saying
the
but when
quintessential
I
dub.
got into
Yeah,
it,
fair.
I was like, I only listened to the sub or watched the sub.
I'm gonna say, listen to brother. When did you
Yeah.
learn Japanese?
Right now,
Omaiwa Machine did it. So shit.
Lucas-san,
Stop.
Luke Kuhn.
Lukey Kun.
That could be taken another way.
No, it couldn't.
No. The way you're taking is the way I'm saying it.
I'm okay.
He's into it.
I'm into it. It's kind
Um,
of fire.
Yeah, but that's also like the time.
Yeah.
I also think when I like first started AOT, like the first 2 seasons, like up until like the Annie, like right when spoilers when he beats Annie,
Yeah. Which
season 2, right?
might have been like a season 1, part 1, part 2 situation, but yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was
like,
like,
right
20,
up until
it was like
then-
20 something episodes in, I think.
Right up until then, it was
Sub.
It was still subbed, and
I mean-
I was like a fucking, even though because I wasn't into
Like you were.
Japanese shit and anime and manga and all that kind of stuff like I am now. But like back then I was like, no, this is like
This is the right way to watch
yeah,
it.
I was like, no, because
The
this
original
is,
intention of
yeah, exactly. And
Some
it was
like, just snobbish shit where you're just like, oh,
yeah,
actually, yeah.
And so even, I had that opinion back there, but now with like,
Well, dubs have gotten so much better, and I think it's genuinely like a lot of these new actors because like they're
well, the other problem is like it is. I mean, it's not. It's unfair. I know you're gonna say that's a wrong feeling to feel, but it's unfair to me as an American boy to be like, fuck, I gotta wait like 2 weeks for the dub to come out. Why can't it just simultaneously?
Some
And
do
it's like
it.
in my head, it's like, why we should be putting out more American-made anime so that the Japanese people have to wait a fucking month.
the thing is they don't wait. They get them at like Castlevania was day and date Japanese and English because they're
They're better
fucking
about it than we
Well,
are.
Yeah.
well, to be fair, the whoever does dubbing for Netflix, they're on top of it because they
Yeah.
want
They want
Stranger
that shit
Things
immediate
to
yeah.
be available in
Everywhere.
every language.
so that just might be-
90
it
fucking
releases.
languages.
That just might be Netflix being like, no, this all has to be day and date.
No,
Everybody
for
gotta watch
sure.
it.
Everybody has to see this dog shit at the
Didn't
same
we watch
time.
last week the Chainsaw Man movie?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
is very
Banger.
The animation was incredible. Our girl Alexis Tipton
doing the fucking
killing
work.
it.
Genuinely, I was like, yeah, this shit's kind of getting emotional. I'm fucking feeling it.
There
bro.
were multiple points where they were doing like the impact frame thing, and we were just like, "This is what they need to be doing for Endeavor."
Yeah, no, it was sick.
Dude, Mappa, which apparently after JJK season 2, when everybody was getting onto them for like torturing their workers, they've hired a fuck ton more people to the point where there's now a dedicated team for JJK, Hell's Paradise, and Chainsaw Man. So they're all getting ample amount of time to put stuff out and do their shit.
I just know that someday there's going to be a Naruto The Last situation with My Hero, and there's going to be another movie.
What do you mean?
Like how they're like, all right, Naruto's done. They're like, all right,
here's a movie.
Here's another movie. They're like, all right, just start the manga back up. Yeah, keep running from here.
And I don't know, because Boruto starts.
Yeah.
Well, Boruto originally was just
Boruto
a movie.
Midoriya.
Boruto Midoriya.
It's Ochako and I almost said Boruto's son.
The
Midoriya's
problem with
son.
like Boruto is it starts being like, yeah, it's the son of Naruto, and his name is just
Boruto.
Naruto, but it's a B instead of an N, and he's also the most powerful ninja ever made, and so is Sasuke's kid, and it's like, all right.
Except that like they're not, and they're both assholes.
Yeah, but like they are. Like they start him off with like the kid has both eyes. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, but like with the power scaling that Naruto got to, it's like this is what he needs to survive.
Well, that's the thing. Look,
that is a shitty thing.
I will
with,
say,
like how Naruto ends. You're like, everyone's very powerful, but
everyone is a god. By
but
the
it
end
makes
of Naruto.
sense because of like the journey that we've seen. So like from beginning to now, it's like, okay, this is progression, and like now they're very. But then to start with the kids being like, they're practically demigods.
I mean,
Boruto was good. It would have been just My Hero Academia. And then at one point, there would have just been like, okay, Naruto has to step in and fight, and then it would have just been like.
I mean, that's what they did for the first beginning of Boruto.
Dude,
it was
what
like,
if Boruto
oh no, we're
started
fighting
with, like,
some awful alien guy, and then it's like, here's Naruto and Sasuke locking the fuck in to mess with this guy
or
up.
just Boruto couldn't use any like chi, so he just had to.
Just had to do Rock Lee shit.
Yes,
That would have been tight.
and then it would have been Mashal.
Yeah, it's just Mashal.
It would have been just Mashal.
Mashal
To
with
be fair,
Mashal's fucking great.
Mashal is
So
essentially
funny.
just One Punch Man.
One Punch Man, Harry Potter.
It's just
that.
one. It's the idea is that
What if
he's
Harry was
unbeatable
yoked?
because he's so strong.
I still fucking laugh when it's like, he's flying. Why is he not moving? He's just flinging his legs so fast to keep him stationary.
I mean, I guess I'm not too embarrassed because I'm going to tell you, but I experienced all of season 1 of Mashal
Through TikToks and shit.
through a like, it kind of was. This is before we had like weird AI videos, but it was like essentially like a 30-minute video that was like and then somebody overdubbing being like, he does this and then he does this.
Oh yeah.
And then he does this. So it doesn't tell you any dialogue. It just is like,
It's just the shit going on.
it's just telling you verbally what you're seeing. And then I was like, perfect. That's all. I just want to experience Mashal so I understand the plot and so I could be like, I get it. And I get to see the main things that happen.
I fucked with Mashal. That was just fun.
It took like.
Oh, I have two things that I need to talk about. I watched anime for the first time in forever. I started The Promised Neverland.
Oh.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah, but like,
Read it.
I'll have to read it.
Yeah.
Very fucking interesting and stressful.
I'll say this: Imagine Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, where the first season is like peak shit, and you're like, awesome, and then the second season goes, anyway, the father's here, and they beat him in a couple episodes.
Yeah,
that's Promised Neverland. Is we're gonna take this 200+ manga and jump it down to 24 episodes.
You know, Kevin watched Promised Neverland, and he was like depressed for like 3 days after finishing it.
Dude, I don't know why they rushed it. Like straight up, like why? Like they're like season 2's out and it's now over, and you're like, bro, you had 4 arcs left
to
deal.
It's like super depressing.
I mean, it is. Yeah, it's 100% depressing. It's the like all like the main characters are just children, and there's like the weird, fucked up. It genuine fucked up shit. But the manga I've heard is great.
Yeah.
But then the anime was just kind of shit.
Well, that's my plan, is to just watch season 1 and then pick up the manga where that leaves off.
Okay.
But I watched that, and then I started another show called Yellow Jackets. And Yellow Jackets is essentially like Arrow
Okay.
in a way.
The fucking Green Arrow TV show from
Yes.
CW.
Yes.
I didn't know
Okay.
you were fucking my wife. I mean, my mom. Sorry.
So first he was a
My wife,
cop.
Mom.
What is the line?
It's a.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't know you took
knew-
Russian.
Yeah, I didn't
and
know you.
it's like, I didn't know
knew
you were
Russian.
sleeping with
I
my
didn't know
mother,
you were
Walter.
sleeping- And that was like in all of TV and cinema.
What a
is, like,
fucking bird!
one of the biggest times I went, oh shit!
you just lean back on.
Jaw on the floor.
But Yellow Jackets is essentially like, it jumps back and forth between like when they're adults and when they're
Okay.
kids, but so that kind of removes a lot of the tension. But essentially, it's just these kids in 1996. They're going to high school. They're like the basketball team.
Okay.
And they go to like the countrywide championships or whatever. Plane crashes on the way there, and they just like, they're like, the plane explodes and they have to like try to survive and like save the other kids. And then this one really weird girl that like knows all the first aid and like she's helping everybody, but they've all like made fun of her and shit like this whole time. She like starts getting a big head about it because she's like, oh, now they need me.
Oh.
So like,
Is this an anime?
no, this is a live action. Ella Purnell's in it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, from
Fallout.
Yeah, from Fallout.
But
still need to watch
season
season
3
2.
is out, or 2.
Dude, I was about to
yeah,
say,
I
whoa.
need to watch it, but apparently it fucks up the whole canon because Todd Howard hates New Vegas so much that he had to decanonize it.
Yeah,
So
apparently.
you're gonna hate it.
Well,
Yeah.
I probably will too.
Hey guys, it's me, Todd Howard. I had to decanonize New Vegas.
Apparently, the strip or the free side is alright, but
Macaulay Culkin is
Kaisar's like grandson or
the
some
Centurion.
shit. Yeah,
Love that.
dude. Apparently, he knew. Like I was watching.
Yeah,
an interview.
apparently, Apparently,
he was like-
they
they
were
were
like,
like-
so we got this role,
And
and,
he-
it's like they kind of like vaguely describe. He goes, I'm the Centurion.
Yeah,
and they're like, no,
No, it's like
No.
okay, and then he apparently went. So, but real quick, do you want me to call him Kaisar or Caesar? And they're like, oh, you know. He's like,
Yeah.
I know.
yeah.
It's like I'm a knower.
Dude, he was in an episode of the Angry Video Game Nerd recently.
Really?
For his,
There's a lot
was
of-
it for the Home Alone game?
I'd
Yeah.
love to get. I mean, we gotta get more into this, but there's a lot of big actors that are big gamers.
Yep.
Dude, what is the guy playing Mr. House in season 2 of Fallout? Like went down a rabbit hole of like all these like YouTubers who do Fallout lore, like basically what Loon
So-
did for like Warhammer, but he went through that and then played New Vegas to be like, I'm getting in that headspace.
So
and he shouted
you
them
know,
all out
The
to where
black
all these.
guy from Fallout, and then Walton Goggins.
Goggins.
In an interview, they were like talking about like, oh, how do you feel about wearing the power armor suit? And they're like, I fucking hate it. Walton Goggins was like, after 30 minutes, I got a panic attack. And then it's the dad from Fallout, and he's like, I fucking love it. And I was like, that's my boy.
He's like,
Yes.
Bro, it's just like the video game. It was
Yeah,
so
he's
fucking
like,
sick.
yeah, no, I feel like a superhero now. I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
That's what you should, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to, if Bethesda can stop fucking up their shit for once, I want to go back and play Fallout 4 again, or at least a Fallout
What
game.
if we got?
Good luck, motherfucker. The anniversary edition is
What
broken
if
as
we
shit.
got?
That's what I'm
like,
saying. Yeah.
it would be so crazy, but like
Apparently, by the way,
it would be just as fun as the Fallout first season. But like, what if we just got like Skyrim? Like,
If they had the
the
same
show.
tone, I would watch the shit out of it.
it would be a little bit more serious
It'd be a
than
little-
Fallout,
but there
which
is-
is what I'd like. Not saying I don't like Fallout is supposed to be,
Fallout is a tone that's like the 50s irreverent
but it's also
shit,
funny.
but also
like they also
it's very
know that
tongue in
it's
cheek.
but very like making fun of it as well.
yes.
While being-
Skyrim would be like tonally Game of Thrones.
but with a little bit more of that Bethesda humor strung in more than Game of Thrones has humor. I would
But
say.
yes, but also we're getting like way like more magic forward heavy stuff,
I think
and
if
we get dragons, and it's like
it'd have to. Well, the thing is,
I'm just saying
it would be the
I
same.
think it'd be sick.
It'd be the
it's
same
like-
thing. It'd be the same thing Fallout does, where they would have to set it somewhere in the timeline, not Skyrim, not Morrowind, not Oblivion, but after or before or somewhere where it could be leading.
Dude,
But
it could be Game of Thrones. We have the fucking rebels versus.
Well, I mean, even then,
Stormcloaks versus
The Imperials.
the Imperials. Like that's
it would 100%.
a great dichotomy.
It would 100 because the thing is they wouldn't do it because they would not canonize a Dragonborn.
They wouldn't what?
They wouldn't canonize a Dragonborn.
But they
So they
could
couldn't
do
do
shit
Skyrim.
around it.
Well, I
Like-
think they should if they're not going to do it for the next because I don't know what the next game's plot is supposed to be. But I
It
think
could be
they
all the stuff leading up to Ulfric's rebellion.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That would
Yeah.
be good.
Ooh.
Yes. I would watch
Hire
that
me.
shit. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Give me a reason to care about the Stormcloaks. Make them not assholes.
Yeah.
Well, dude, the biggest thing with the Stormcloaks is they're
Because the
fighting.
Stormcloaks are almost like oddly elitist and like not just elitist, but the whole idea like yeah, I guess elitist.
Objectively,
Because like
if
the
you look
only
at,
thing the Empire has done is like, oh, they're cops.
well, even the Empire.
No, it's the whole thing about like worshiping thing. That's the big thing that's tonally the big thing is like
And even
only these gods you can worship.
and even then, it's the Imperials are cool with it if you're doing it in your homes and out of sight, because they're just doing it because the Thalmor, who've now controlled most of the world, are saying, "Yo, fuck Talos,"
which would
fuck
be
that guy.
why a setup to
Yeah.
Skyrim would actually
Yeah.
be a dope multi-perspective.
It would make the game.
It would
better.
make a multi-perspective show really good because you could get like somebody who's in a Thalmor High Council versus like some random Nord, and then you have like CGI Khajiit. How sick would it be?
As long as they don't look like the fucking Cats musical, we're good.
If they did but didn't sing, I would be okay with it. What are you crazy?
No,
the
they.
CGI in Cats is actually very
It's
good.
good. It's still fucking weird.
It is.
My
but
thing is though, like I'm weary now because of
you
Witcher.
know the lizard guy who sells
Oh yeah,
skooma?
Witcher. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, like getting that in there, that'd be so
Dude,
sick.
Get my boy Maik the Liar. Just be
yes,
like-
yeah, I'm telling you.
Well, my thing with doing
free ideas here
Yeah.
at the Side Quest podcast. What the fuck?
I
dude?
think they could easily do an Elder Scrolls, especially with the hype of Game of Thrones and the hype of like fantasy Lord of the Rings.
yes,
100%. The problem is that they're gonna make it a way where like, because I guarantee you they have a plan for 6 of that's probably you're gonna defeat the Thalmor probably. Because it's I think 6 has already been confirmed to set like a couple hundred years after Skyrim, and the Thalmor have controlled everything.
Perfect.
But even still,
just
whatever
gave
you
you-
do, give me like I want like and because unlike Fallout where it's like, oh, you just have a guy from this faction and this faction.
Okay.
It's like, no, give me a fucking
hold on.
give me a dark elf.
I need a quick encyclopedia check.
Okay.
I'm not as fluent with Morrowind or Oblivion, but in those time periods, did the Dwemer still exist?
No, they are like ancient.
So they're ancient. Okay.
You would have to go like way even before Elder Scrolls Arena.
okay.
like,
no.
yeah.
Okay, I just was curious about.
Yeah.
I was just curious about.
Like
that.
they're a long dead race.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. The most technologically advanced dead race.
Well, even
or
like the
whatever.
what are the
fucking Eldar.
Dude,
what-
they
what are the
they tried
weird
to war with
fuckers-
AI, but AI being their cyber steampunk machines.
what are the fucking elves that are underground? That are
Falmer.
Falmor. Yeah, they were snow elves who got pushed underground. They were alive when the drummer.
I don't think they were snow elves.
Well, because you meet a snow elf in either the Vampire DLC or the Dragonborn DLC, and they talk about how their kind.
It is
got
a
pushed
race
down.
of elves. I just don't know if it's the snow elves.
It's been a while since I played that DLC, but I know there's like huge lore dump because it's like holy shit.
It might
snow elf.
be.
Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah.
But in my head, it's like it's.
They were elves that just got pushed
yes,
underground.
No,
yeah.
they are elves that have
Yeah.
been pushed underground. I just don't think they were the snow elves.
Yeah. I forget, but I know we got
Because
a snow elf.
there's like 3 in Skyrim. There's like 3 races of elves.
Wood, high, and dark,
Yes.
and
that's
then
exactly.
there's the Falmor, which are the undergrounds, and then
But you can't.
the-
That's not a playable race.
it's not playable, but that's another elf race, and then snow elf at some point they also died out or are the Falmor. I forget,
Okay.
one of the two. But yeah, the playable races is wood, high, and dark.
Very cool.
That's another thing too. You could genuinely do D&D party shit in Elder Scrolls 1 by going like, here's the big orc one, here's the elf, here's the human, here's the red guard.
they do like add, or they do transfer over pretty easily to like D&D races or classes to
Yeah, to Skyrim and stuff.
to orc or to Skyrim.
Speaking of DLC, I just wanted to mention real quick, they also ruined the Battle of Anchorage in Season 2.
Of what?
of Fallout.
Oh, really?
Really?
Because
That's like that's one
the
of the biggest
inciting-
plot
yeah.
points that everybody likes to refer to.
yeah, but they changed
When you're trying to give like deep lore, you mention that and
and
you're
make
like,
it-
oh shit, I better listen up.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
But,
that's
like-
literally the whole thing. When anybody mentions it, it's like a big deal.
Yeah, they totally changed it from the advancements in power armor is what won it to government sanctioned death clause did everything.
Really?
Yeah.
If they
Because
if
the
they
whole
if
thing
they
of the
can
battle,
make it,
I know this, and I've played the least Fallouts of all of you, but that's like where we get like all the special like
so you get Chinese stealth armor and like power armor, or
Yep.
like is it
Is it
T100?
X-
Chinese
XO1?
stealth armor in 3 was after
isn't
you
it the
got
X
that.
isn't the X one like the weird face one?
Yeah, the one that the Enclave mostly uses.
Yes, yeah, you get the special stuff that's all from Battle of Anchorage shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that.
I mean, they've been kind of shitting on any Fallout that they didn't make, even with season 1, because they blew up Shady Shan.
Because
But
of-
that's
which
more
was-
fucked up because Operation Anchorage is something that they made and wrote.
and wait, what
was
studio
some,
did it though?
There was some.
Oblivion?
What do you mean?
I mean, it's not Oblivion. What's the
Well,
the
Fallout 1 and
Obsidian.
2.
Obsidian?
Obsidian
thank
in
you.
New Vegas and Fallout 1 and 2 were Interplay before they went bankrupt and sold to Bethesda.
Interplay.
Yeah, that's who
Interesting.
they did it. And then those devs went on to make Wasteland, and then some of them left to make Obsidian. And then that's why we got Fallout New Vegas.
Have you seen? I've talked to Luke about this a lot, but someone has remade Fallout 1 in the Doom engine, so it just plays
I
like a
think
newer Fallout.
I saw.
I want to play that
saw,
so fucking bad.
I guess it was
too.
an Instagram reel of that. Yeah.
I want to play that so bad because
I need to play
that
I need to
sounds
play Bolt Gun 2.
like Bolt Gun
Wait,
2's.
wait.
It's Fallout 1 and
So,
Doom.
hold on.
Original
It's-
Doom engine, Fallout 1.
What I thought it was Doom style in Fallout 4 engine.
No,
No, it's like boomer shooter old like
Well,
Bolt
I mean,
Gun.
I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
the reel. I know that it looks like Doom.
Yeah.
But it's Fallout 1. I just thought it was made from a modder in the Fallout 4 engine.
no,
Yeah.
it's in the Doom engine.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it a
Which-
full Doom
it's-
WAD?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. But it's the Doom engine is really fucking versatile. Like one of the biggest Sonic fan games of all time is made in that engine.
Oh,
Isn't that Roboblast too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And Roboblast Kart is in that same engine too.
It is a really good engine to make because I think, and I could be wrong, Bolt Gun I think is made in that engine too.
It
I
has
doubt-
to be, dude.
Just like upgraded because it looks better than
I
OG
doubt
Doom.
it, but maybe.
I mean,
There's no way that it's not.
you can look it up. But
Yeah, look it up. It would be weird for like a studio to.
Well, the
come
engine
out-
is open source. Just
Yeah,
like,
but it would
just,
be
just like
weird-
Source Engine being open
Yeah,
source.
but
for
it
that.
would be weird, like if somebody put something out, a new game in Source Engine.
I mean, Valve will let you.
Bolt Gun is in Unreal 4, which I
No.
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it would be weird if an IP that has that's not a part of
Yeah.
the original IP used a Source Engine,
yeah.
or
and it wasn't
sorry,
like
not
a
the
fan
Source
game.
Engine, but a Source Engine from another developer.
I mean, that is quite literally how we got most of Valve's games. Was someone made a mod in the engine,
A
and they said,
G mod, if
cool,
you will.
let's make it a real game. So Counter Strike is a Half-Life mod that became a real game that Valve
But published
developed.
by Valve.
No, not originally. It was a mod that then the Valve goes, "That's sick as hell. Make it real now."
Okay,
And they put them in, but
but
still,
Valve still was a part of it. It's not like
after they made
it's
it,
not like somebody
Yeah,
came in.
Sega's not coming to the Robo Blast
That-
guys.
yeah,
and
that's
being like,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Give us this
all I'm
shit.
trying to say.
Yeah.
It's like, they'd be like, "Hey, this is sick. Make it look like Doom," and they'll be like, "Okay, we'll make it Unreal because it's the most versatile."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at
Or
the time, the
it
most
was.
versatile. Yeah, the most versatile.
I still
game
think
engine.
Unreal Engine 4 is versatile because 5 no one knows how to fucking use.
100%.
No, people do know how to use it, just nobody can run it.
Nobody can run it, or because they can't fucking optimize it correctly because it takes longer dev time and no one wants to fucking optimize
We were
shit
talking
anymore.
about this before we left the house, but the PS4 era was such a wealth of good games because of that engine.
Dude, and even
Because
dude,
it ran well, yeah.
dude, even then, like, look at the tail end of PS4. We got God of War, Last of Us 2, the first Horizon game, Ghost of Tsushima.
Hey,
even Death Stranding is good. Looks amazing.
That new game that's it's medieval combat with a little bit of magic, but it's the one where you had the little rat companion.
Oh yeah.
That's Unreal 5, right?
I
gotta-
think
it's
it's
gotta
gotta
be.
be. Unless it's a proprietary, but it's got to be Unreal 5.
That would be an insane thing to just build that.
I mean, shit, Hellblade, the Ninja Theory devs just built an engine. Or no, they built the mocap studio themselves. Never mind. I'm misremembering. My fault.
Okay.
I mean, some studios can. It depends, because I think...
I mean, I'm all for it, but it really, for like some studios, like now, you just have to look at it like what makes sense.
Most people are also just going to know how to use Unreal, so you can hire way easier by going, hey, we're using Unreal. It's like most people go, cool, I fucked with that.
But
Unreal is
but
like
it makes sense, like if you're doing a series that you have an engine that you maybe will upgrade with graphics and stuff like that, but it stays within an engine, maybe a new version of the engine, like essentially like Battlefield. Like they're always going to use
the Frostbite.
The Frostbite engine, even though now it's like one of the most, it's the best looking FPS engine of all time. But like, it makes sense that they would use an engine, but then like a new studio is being like, fuck, I want to hire all these people and they're really good at their job. Let's just use Unreal.
Yeah.
You know, like, again, and I'm not shitting on Unreal, but I am shitting on the fact that
I'm shitting on Unreal 5. It looks good.
I'm shitting on the fact that, like, again, it's not optimized for stuff. And
I think Unreal and a lot of devs assumed tech would get better faster.
Yeah, but we've hit a wall now.
Yeah, we've hit a wall both with price and especially now with how AI is making everything more expensive because all these AI data.
Yeah, we're back to fucking
shit.
8 gig RAM laptops.
Yeah. So I mean, dude, everything's getting more. Did you see fucking cooling fans are getting more expensive now too?
Yep.
Yeah, everything. They all went up like 10%. Yeah, which I think now, hopefully. The one good thing that could come of this is now these studios are going to look at what's the most prevalent rig out there, whether it's the PS5 is now the base or the Xbox Series X is the base. We're going to use that power to power everything else. It's going to be optimized as shit, hopefully. That's the only good thing that could come out of this is they start optimizing better for that hardware that's out.
I'm trying to think.
And
not
trying to go...
most of my games on high or ultra. It just depends on the game. I'm trying to think of like the best looking game that I've played.
Can you play Cyberpunk on? Well, can your rig run Cyberpunk with path tracing?
I haven't downloaded Cyberpunk on my new PC, and I've wanted to like do a fresh game with mods and stuff like that.
You've missed a lot of like content that they put out by this point.
Yeah, since you've last played, I think. Yeah, because even after Phantom Liberty, they've put out some new stuff. Just
they did the overhaul.
Yeah, well, the overhaul was pre-Phantom Liberty. That was what.
That overhaul was so fucking good.
Dude, I went back and looked at like Cyberpunk builds pre 2.0 and I was like, oh, this was awful.
I've got 79 inhalers.
Yeah.
Dude, my build would look so much different if the fact that I could have just aesthetics and not
and
looking
you
like
can
a fuck.
now.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, but before I looked like a fucking twink.
Yeah, you look like a twink homeless man.
Because half the stuff were all crop tops, and I was like,
I'm gonna wear
I
a crop
got a
top
legendary drop for
crop
this
tops
one
and
goon
leather miniskirts
with a glitter crop top, and it's like
the first thing, dude. When I found out,
I guess it's what it looked like. I'm not gonna play.
I can't believe Pan Am fucked me that first time.
yeah, 100%.
Dude, the first thing I did every like time I was like starting a game is I beeline it to I think like the south of Night City because that one Ripper Dock could give you a body where it boosts your base armor stat from 0 to 100.
Yep.
And it basically went like I can wear whatever I want now. Cool. And I did that every time because I'm like I don't want to look like the weird hobo.
Red Engine?
Yeah. Which they're now not using, which I think they should. I get it, Unreal 5, Witcher 4, whatever. But you have an engine that you now know how to use extensively.
Yeah, they've done so much in that engine. Just stick with it, please.
I get it. They're hiring more people, and everybody knows how to use Unreal. And if anybody... Well, no, because they still fucked up Cyberpunk's launch. I'm hoping they can be the ones that, like... It's an optimized Unreal Engine 5 game.
But if they had used Red again,
they
would have the base of
Yeah.
2077 to just build off of.
Because that's the thing, Cyberpunk 2 or Orion is also going to be Unreal 5.
And you might disagree.
Cyberpunk 2078.
You might disagree with me on this, but from a technical aspect, I actually think that Witcher combat is faster paced than Cyberpunk.
Yeah. I mean, especially from like an enemy AI standpoint.
Yes, yeah, like because you're getting into the realm of where you're like switching enemies like you do in like a Batman Arkham game.
Switching enemies and then switching like signs on the fly, switching like
and so
weapons.
it's I think it's faster. At least like the engine has to work faster than me like,
shooting a guy with a
shooting
gun.
a guy, switching a weapon, which is just an animation.
Yeah.
And it's like then me twirling a sword around and me needing hitboxes on all this crazy like stuff.
I saw a mod recently that turned Skippy into like an anime girl.
Oh yeah, for the gun.
Yeah. I do want them to. I really wonder what Ciri's kit is going to be, and I hope part of the choices in that game is whether she like fully commits to being a Witcher or like goes all in on her Elder Blood stuff.
I think that'll be like the upgrade path is.
And the more you use one, the less options you get in the other.
Gray out.
I hope so.
On the other one.
And then if you go full like Elder Blood, it burns away the Witcher mutation somehow because being an Elder like that shit is crazy.
I feel like though that would be interesting because I know that Witcher, at least 3, had to do with like choices and stuff like that. So I hope they do lean.
And Witcher 2 does also deal with it,
but I just think that based off of the ending of the last game, Ciri is like, I don't think these elder powers I should be using all the time.
Well, yeah, I mean that is the part of her story, but again, they like with Witcher, the Witcher series is like, well, Geralt made a pretty definitive thing at the end of the series, and then they go, but what if he didn't though, and we could make new ones? That's the whole crux of
also,
the Witcher
everyone's
trilogy.
Alive.
Yeah, the whole Witcher trilogy is anyway. So the books kind of happened. Or at least book 1 through 4 happens. 5 might have, and they just move on.
Because the ending of 3 is like the whole thing is like, yeah, this elder stuff is like
really powerful and dangerous,
and really powerful and dangerous, and you like put all these people's lives at risk because you were just willy nilly
hopping to dimensions left and right.
Exactly, and so like,
dude, if they make Witcher 4 and there's a side quest where you go to this other world and Essie Davin is alive and thriving
and married to Geralt,
then it's peak. I'll play it.
Speaking of Witcher, there's that rumored expansion that I text you guys about.
Yeah, the lead-in DLC.
Apparently, again, so far the only thing that is like confirmed
and
is
it would be what,
content.
Ciri as the main, as the playable?
That's the thing is there's now conflicting reports, but the main thing is that it's set in a desert area, which is from the books.
Yeah,
and that's if Ciri is the main lead, then that's probably where she would go to get the mutations, because even in the books they kind of talk about some places like I forget the desert place's name.
I've got a pitch for you guys.
But that she would get the mutations there, and then apparently you still play as Geralt in some other missions as well. It might be a dual protagonist thing now. We don't know. We're not going to know until they...
And if you
just
play
fight
that,
off
you get Carbuncle and Witcher 4.
Fight off dudes from your nice little hut with Yennefer.
Well, I assume what it would be is that you start... My assumption is start as Ciri.
Yennefer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the God of War minigame. Just spam the circle button. I think that what it's going to have, my theory, is that Ciri's going to do her thing. Geralt's going to go, well, fuck, why is she going there by herself? And go after her. And and there'll be like the end is like you can play as both. Like choose whatever.
But that doesn't add up to the good ending, where the whole thing in the good ending is like, Geralt's actually like, no, like
I'm retired.
And she can take care of herself, and I'm like
I said,
I don't have to make her decision. I don't always have to be like, oh, you went off and did this thing.
He can let go.
Yeah,
I think Witcher.
Also the fact that by the end it's like, even though this isn't explicitly like a line in the story, but by the end of the story, I'm sure it would make sense if Geralt would be like, yeah, Ciri's way more powerful than anybody I know. She can take care of
She's
herself.
fine.
That's the thing. It's like,
you're like Geralt, we have to save Ciri. We have to save the other guy.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Yeah, we have to convince Ciri.
We have to convince her not to do
kill
this.
a whole like town of people.
Dude, that bit where she like just yelled into that dude's face because like, you saved her. It's like you sent her out to die, and it like zooms into her while her eyes go like. I was like, oh fuck, we might get a fucking. Like morally gray. Everybody in The Witcher is morally gray.
Right, here's my pitch: Hyrule Warriors, but it's The Witcher.
That'd be fucking down.
I can't comment because I haven't played it.
Well, I mean, a Warriors game.
I don't
Witcher.
know what that is.
The 1 versus 1000, Dynasty Warriors, Hyrule Warriors. So you play as Geralt fighting mobs.
Yeah, but I could do that in Witcher 3 and just go into a town and start killing people, and then everyone aggroes me. You know?
But like, there's so many memorable characters in The Witcher that you could make playable characters, and have this AU story where it's like, oh, there's a war with fucking whatever.
You could literally bring anybody from the books back who's there. You could play as some of the elves who've been around in the series.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, shit. You could play as like even
The Satyr.
Yeah, the Satyr.
I mean, I'm playing the Hyrule Warriors, technically 3 right now, and I'm just playing as fucking nobodies constantly. There's like 4 named characters, and then it's just a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, because how all these new characters are just you have the champions from the thing, and then they're like friends, right?
The champions, and then just a bunch of random dudes from each race.
Yeah, which
Really?
cool.
Yeah,
Well, because
Why do you like playing them?
because I fucking want to upgrade them and shit.
Oh.
It's a completionist thing.
Yeah, okay.
see, hearing that, I know for a fact he's gonna be playing like Expedition to be like, bro, I need to get everything in this map.
Yeah, I need to find this fucking flower to upgrade this one stat so I can be the GOAT.
Yeah,
You could take. Well, did you find for Monoko? Did you find every
I've
ability?
got like 5 that I gotta get to, and it's 5 specific boss ones
Oh, really?
that I just didn't use Monoko for, and I went fuck. And I'm not
even
reloading.
gonna try it, dude.
The thing is,
I'm looking, like, I actively was like looking at builds, and I was like, I'm not gonna build out.
the thing is,
I'm not
for a
about
while
to
there,
go.
I was using because I just like Verso because that's just the Devil May Cry fan in me. I need to see that rank to be S. So I was using Verso, Lune, and Monoko for a long while, and then I moved it to CL, Verso, and Mael. And those 3 became
Those
my
are my
crew. Yeah.
CL, Verso, and Luna.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I did Mael,
CL, Mael, and
Lune,
Verso.
Yeah, those were the
Those
3.
are my top 3.
CL was just a buffer for everybody, and then Verso and Mael
CL
were.
can do
She can
so
do a
much.
fuck ton of damage.
I know, and I haven't.
But she also can buff the fuck out of Mael. Like,
I've seen that.
crazy.
I've seen that. But right now she's like my biggest DPS.
My biggest DPS is Verso because the way I have him set up is I'm always at S rank now.
Yeah.
I just never leave it, and so all like the 3 moves that are like if you're at S rank, this does like plus 200. Then if I use it, all the Pictos I have on Verso enact. So it's like this is gonna now do like the plus 200 or times 200 doubled, squared, whatever the fuck, and then it's like I just see health bars just dip down when Verso hits them once.
I still don't understand it, but whatever.
I there were times I spent like I want to know how to build this character, and I intentionally went out to find out how to build Verso because I was like I want to use him, and it's great.
There's no way it's as bad as Xenoblade 2, dude.
No, Xenoblade 2 is worse.
If I had started Xenoblade 2 when it came out and just played that until now, I maybe would be close to 100% right now.
Dang.
Xenoblade 2 is a fucking completionist nightmare.
Yeah,
video
why?
game. Like it.
Because you have so many like companions you can get, like literally like nearly 100, and then
Okay.
each one of them has a specific skill tree that you have to do shit like in the world to complete, and then they each have side quests to unlock even more of that skill tree, and then on top of that you have like items for builds, the side bosses and shit.
It's exhausting just hearing you talk about it.
Yeah,
That I think
You
I
know
just
what I could,
3 streamlined that so well.
You know what I could use?
Some Dubby,
Some Dubby.
some Warhammer 40k Tacticus.
That's right. If you use our code TakeItSleazy at dubby.gg, you can get yourself 10% off
if it still works.
on your Jitterless Energy order. Yeah, get you some.
Yeah, for real. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. That's, just
Check-
need to add that in there.
Yeah. Check out all the socials too. We've been putting out some banger shorts,
We have.
and
Yeah.
they've been doing some numbers.
If you feel strongly about sexuality in Kingdom Hearts, check out our TikTok.
That's right.
I've been like kind of that TikTok, and then I saw like another podcast was like, oh, Kingdom Hearts hater who's been shitting on it finally played 1, was like it's actually pretty good. Made me want to go back and go, do I want to play Kingdom Hearts again?
You do. Everyone should. And I feel like I would get a Kingdom Hearts presentation done way faster than Metal Gear 1.
I've thought about that too because I 100% can get that done way faster than anything else I wanted to do.
Yep.
I've thought about doing a JJK presentation just for Matt. just to explain cursed energy in the universe.
I might need it.
I might have to do it.
It's still the worst anime. That's the like. It's the worst anime that's like the most easy to watch, or enjoyable to watch. Like I like watching it.
But then, like, if you have to think about it, you're like, I don't fucking...
Yeah. I go, this is dumb as shit.
I mean, it helps that I was watching and reading it when it was still coming out where everybody's talking about it. So some fuckhead who, like, has too much time on their hands is like, this is exactly how this works. And so I'm getting that information through TikToks and YouTube while reading it that it just kind of bled into my brain.
Well, like, we just to quickly, before we end, I saw some reel that was like, so in JJK, like the whole thing is your curse becomes more powerful if you tell the person what your technique is.
Because you make them aware of it and possibly fearful
But
of
then-
it.
I
So-
was
but
sitting
then-
at the table painting when you heard that, and I was like, "That's fucking gay."
So the
I
but
paint
somebody said
Warhammer.
like, so let's say you fought this person again, would you?
So if they tell you again,
No, would it still apply? Would it still apply? And then they go, what if somebody else? What if you fought somebody and they told you their technique, and then you told somebody else, and then they fought them? Would that buff work? Or if they knew because somebody else told you their technique, would that buff them, or would they? You get what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, it was just a way for
like
the author
I
to
fought
go...
Luke. Luke told me his technique. Then you go to fight Luke, and I told you his technique. Would that buff Luke because you know his technique?
I think it's similar.
Like, anyway, there's like it breaks down to where like, okay, if we're gonna be technical about this, let's be technical. Oh, does it immediately collapses under scrutiny?
It was just a way for the author to be like, I want to write insanely complicated power sets, and I want to explain them, but then I'm going to make it a lore reason so that I can explain them and not
fuck
have
all
it-
that.
yeah.
I want to see Anya try to get an A for making muffins in class.
That's right.
Dude, Spy Family, I haven't seen the new season except for a few clips, and already I'm like,
The new
damn,
season's
dude.
out.
Yeah, it's been going on.
I told you this. It started in like November.
Yeah, I've seen some clips.
Dude, it started the same month that My Hero came back, and I was like, you guys know Spy Family's out. We can
I
watch
don't
it.
recall a single season of that.
I do not recall that.
I don't- no, you didn't do that.
recollect
I do not recollect that.
I do not recommend that.
I don't recommend that.
I
Don't
just
do it.
watched Wolf of Wall Street again, if you couldn't tell.
I came in tired as fuck from work, and the BJ.
Today?
Yeah, well, no, this was a couple days ago. BJ was sitting there watching Wolf of Wall Street, and I just went, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, what's up?" I was like, "All right, cool," and I just went right to my room. I was like,
You
"I'm
just
not."
started going.
Nah, we thankfully though got the TV and his PS4 set up in the living room. So
Yeah.
You got another TV, a new TV.
well, it was the one that was
It's,
in the
it's
kitchen.
one that was just in the house.
Oh,
It's
the
not
one
like
that
a
was in
smart
the
TV or
kitchen. Yeah.
anything, but it's one that we can sit down and like watch shit at if we
Okay.
want to.
And you just use streaming services on the. You said the PS4.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, Luke logged in today. I immediately downloaded Shadow of the Colossus, and then he put Fist of the North Star on there, and then I grabbed my
made
Yeah.
by the Yakuza devs, which is it's straight up a Yakuza
That's
game
also the
with
Nani.
yeah the
Shindero.
yeah you're already dead
Yeah.
and then they
What?
explode.
Luke was like, check the DLC, and the only DLC for that game is you replace the character model with Kiryu.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
That's
it-
an official DLC,
It's made by the same studio who makes Yakuza. They got to
which
make
is
RGG.
RGG,
And they made that game as like a kind of a
which
last
stands for what?
Ryuga
Ria,
Goku 2.
which
is
translates
Like a
to
Dragon.
Like a Dragon. Yeah, they're the Like a
Speaking
Dragon
of Like a
studio
Beast,
making Like a Dragon.
Game of the Year coming out, baby. Gang of the Dragon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play that.
Yeah.
Gang-
100%.
we got Gang of Dragon, Stranger Than Heaven, and Yakuza 3. So there's 3 Japanese crime dramas coming out
Yakuza
this year.
3, we're getting a remaster,
Remake with the
in
villain.
new engine.
Where they unkill all the characters. 'Cause that's what they do now.
Yeah, dude, that's the worst part of Zero's director's cut. He told me about this, and I knew they had some, but like straight up, like Lee, he's alive. A guy comes up to Majima.
Tachibana is alive.
Tachibana's also alive, even though he got fucking railed right in the temple and just died in
I know.
Kiryu's arms.
Which just retroactively makes him the shittiest brother on earth.
Yeah, because he just doesn't go back to his sister.
Yeah.
He's just like, no, I'm out.
That's crazy.
Well, you know who did stay dead is homie with the bat tattoo.
Yeah, human
He's dead.
trafficking. That's the one we can't keep alive.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, we can't bring it back. And then Nishitani, they explained the Nishitani thing.
They baited us with that bat tattoo.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
We all thought it was Tachibana.
It was a good bait. Like, I was like, I remember.
Tachibana, you son of a bitch.
I remember when I saw.
This is gonna bite you in the ass.
Original Yakuza 0 was written so fucking well that going from that to Yakuza Kiwami is almost impossible.
Well, yeah, because Yakuza Kiwami is a 2005 written back when games that didn't have the best stories. Sometimes it was just like whatever. Motherfucker. I mean, dude, even how convoluted Yakuza 1's story is. Like, I know all of Yakuza's convoluted bullshit, but 1 is just like, what is all this weird, like...
Yeah.
So anyway...
You go into Yakuza 1 on the PS2, you have no idea why Nishiki does anything that he does.
Yeah, like, they don't show any of his backstory
I mean,
at all.
I still was pretty pissed at Nishiki by the end of... by the, like, 2/3 into Yakuza 0, I was like, dude, this guy's a pussy.
But, like,
he's such a pussy. It's like, he does the full circle where he's such a pussy, he's brave enough to kill his best friend. Like you give it like.
But then you get to like the end, and
like
he's like,
it's the weirdest thing. I'm like,
but
he's
then,
like, I'm so scared of what these Yakuza people do. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna.
It's like this is a mercy killing. It's gonna be way better than what they do to you.
But it's like I'm so.
It's like, brother, come die with me.
Yeah,
let's go. Fuck them up
why
together.
can't we both? Why can't we just die by them?
But
why
that's the fucked up thing is like you get to the end of that game, and Nishiki's like, I was a huge pussy. I'm gonna fight all these guys with you, and it's like, hell yeah, we're brothers. You've earned your strength and all this shit. And then Yakuza 1 starts. It's like all that shit out the window right now.
Yeah. Well, it starts that way. We're like, oh, cool, Nishiki. They honestly make Nishi way too cool by the end of Yakuza 0 that when you go to Yakuza 1,
I don't know. I'm not gonna forget the fact that he pulled a fucking gun on.
I mean, yeah,
and cried like a bitch.
Yeah,
I'm not. Yeah, if that happened to anyone,
and then Kiryu fucking steals his car.
I'm not gonna ever
steals his car and leaves him in the forest. Which that's another cutscene they added is Nishiki and Kiryu in the car driving after the game, and Nishiki literally goes, dude, wasn't it kind of funny that you left me in the woods? And Kiryu's like, yeah, that was funny. And they make like a stupid joke about it, about that really emotional scene.
Should have been like, haha, and then Nishiki goes, just to set up one.
Yeah, like that was the catalyst. He's like, Kiryu's kind of an asshole leaving me in those woods.
For real.
Says the guy who literally pulled a gun on somebody.
Yeah, Kiryu, you're kind of an asshole to me.
yeah, and you're like,
how dare you wrong me?
Yeah. Oh, I get it. He's a narcissist.
Yeah. Well,
right.
Dude, I couldn't imagine.
That explains
I couldn't imagine
all.
playing Yakuza 1 without the Nishiki scenes in Kiwami.
Yeah,
like straight
it
up,
would make no goddamn sense.
You don't know about Nishiki's entire bit until he says offhandedly, "My sister died, and that's why I'm an asshole." And you're like, "Okay, dickhead."
Okay, well, I'm still gonna blow your ass up.
Yeah, versus Kiwami, where you actually see him go down the deranged path of no one respects him. He got gambled out of the money. His sister died, and he's like, "Fuck!" And then he kills his lieutenant, swipes his hair back, and becomes evil. Yeah. Still stupid, but at least you have context.
Hairdo means like new personality.
No, yeah, slick back hairdo is bad guy.
Yeah,
and then Kiwami 2 comes out and is like a banger.
I'm hungry.
Yeah,
me too.
Okay,
listen. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, goodbye.
Take it sleazy.